Oh, look who it is. It's been a while. Let's go install an intake. All right, so we are back after our 2-3 month long break. To be honest, we just haven't had that much to do. A couple of us have gotten COVID, aka me and Tyler, so we've been down and out for a while, and then also just general life stuff with the holidays. So yeah, but we are back now. We are installing a ARM Motorsports. Is it even out of the box yet?
No, here we have the down putty. So,
oh, it's the down pipe.
Yeah, this will be the next video that you guys see.
So a little sneak peek of the next video. We're also doing an ARM Motorsports down pipe, but we have an ARM Motorsports intake for the Mk7 7.5 GTI that we're going to be putting on today on Tyler's beautiful white Mark 7.5. So intakes really straightforward. The Mark 7s are nice compared to the 6s because the 6s have an extended tube because the turbo's flipped, so it's more bolts they have to deal with. This one is just this tube off, box off, and then new one in.
Yep, so far I've just disconnected this. All you need is some pliers. You pinch that, pull it off. Disconnect the PCV. It's just, you squeeze the sides, pull it off, and then I've just undone this, which is just a little clamp there. What size is this? I don't even know. 9/30 seconds. So yeah, you just need a 9/30 seconds and you'll take it off.
Even though it's metric, so there's probably a more accurate metric one.
Yeah, whatever, it fit perfect, it worked. Who knows?
We don't have our mechanic again today, so it's me and Tyler figuring this out, so it'll be a great one.
If you guys remember, the last time me and Matthew installed something, it was this bad boy.
Need that.
Oh. Maybe that might be why I'm leaking a little bit.
Maybe.
Which is the ARM turbo inlet. That caused us some issues, so we're hoping this install does not cause us
thankfully
issues.
there's no O-rings we need to worry about this time. But yeah, Tyler went ahead, removed the main pipe, so now we're going to go ahead and work on removing the air box. And as a little teaser, if you guys stay till the end of the video or skip there now, we are getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and we have a giveaway plan for when we reach that. So there'll be a little bit more info at the end of the video if you want to skip there now or watch till the end. So, but for now, let's get the intake installed.
I don't know if these bolts come all the way out or not. I don't think so. Wait a minute. This was supposed to be attached this whole time. It's not been.
Oh, it's fine. It's just like a vacuum line type of thing.
Yeah, whatever. We don't need that.
Woo! Did you crack anything?
I don't know. What does this connect to? That looks like it's just pointless. Oh, that's the drain hole, yeah.
Ah.
That's like your little snow drain. Yeah.
Okay. So airbox is removed.
Well, yeah, so all you really have to do is just remove all these T20s and then yank it out. I mean, you don't need to use as excessive as force as I just did.
It's just like held on with these little nubs. The Mark 6 has a bolt, Mark 7s don't. So yeah, just yank it out. And yeah, then you got your big airbox.
All right.
Now,
next step is just to fit the ARM one in there.
Yep. Okay, so Tyler's been busy assembling the box portion. So there's these little grommets. This one's a little...
Yeah, that one is... I'm trying to get her adjusted in there.
I'm trying to get her out. But basically there's little grommets that go in the holes, so that way you can use the little nubbies. Since there's no bolts or anything, so you can just pop it in and it's secure in place. So Tyler's taking care of that right now. I was just looking at the clamps. So there's 3 clamps that come in the kit, but then there's also a clamp that comes on the filter. So we're thinking there might be an extra. We'll see.
Yeah.
But pretty much after we get that assembled, we'll toss in the main hose right there, and then we'll put this in. And then we're basically done.
Yeah, this is a.
And you're gonna get like 40
install.
more horsepower.
Oh yeah, easily. It's a cold air intake. What do you expect? No, I was always on the side of never getting an intake on this car and just doing a drop-in filter. And then I heard videos of like how an intake sounds and just the intake noises.
Yeah.
And that persuaded me to want an intake.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I remember when I had the Z and I got the cold air intake, how much of a difference it made in sound.
Yeah, I never planned to get an intake. That was never in the plans. But here we are. So, that's gonna go like that.
Yeah, that looked nice.
And yeah, it'll fill up the engine bay nice.
Yeah.
I wish the ARM logo was like more right here, but what can you do?
So we got the main pipe hose thing, whatever you want to call it, on. Just one clamp. Do you remember the size of that clamp?
It was like a 76 over 102 or something like that.
Pretty much just the smallest clamp that comes in the kit, used for the back of the pipe to the turbo inlet, and then the beefier looking, I don't know the size of this one either. Do you know the size of that one offhand?
This one is a 113 over 105.
Okay, so then just use that one for that side, and now we pretty much just plop in the airbox replacement.
Airbox should just, so I put these rubber grommets in, they should just go in there and there. And then you also get a little breather filter, so that should connect the PCV right to the side there. I don't know how hard it's going to be to finagle this guy in while stuffing the pipe in, but we're going to find out here.
Yep. Looks like it's almost there.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's just actually like popping it down in there. It's not fitting right.
You know, I wonder if it would have made more sense to fit it on as one piece.
Yeah, probably. Probably would have helped a little bit there. I mean, so, yeah, it's looking good. I just have to like actually get it down in place now. I got these little grommets lined up.
Okay, so we made some slight modifications. Instead of using, wherever I put it, this big clamp that's the 113 over 105, we're actually using this thinner clamp. Still the biggest out of the two of these types of clamps.
Yep, this is a 103 over 127.
So a little bit bigger, gave us a little bit more wiggle room when getting on the airbox replacement. So it ended up working a lot better. So now we're just tightening down that clamp, and then we'll toss on the filter, the breather filter for the PCV valve.
And then just this little tiny hose that just connects back over here.
It's a little like a vacuum line.
Yeah. Wherever that guy went.
And then we're done.
Here. We'll just attach that hose right now so we don't forget about it. Because I tend to do that. Yeah, I got...
Okay, so we got the filter installed, got the airbox installed, so now the last little bit is just this little rubber grommet type of piece that basically helps create a seal for when the hood is closed, so that way, you know, you get cold air. So what you got to do is you got to make slits where the corners are, because this is just all one piece. Ooh, don't want to cut my finger.
Yeah, don't get sliced there.
So that way you can fit it up nice and proper. It's still kind of a pain because it's stiff rubber, so trying to weave it around the entire perimeter. But Tyler seems to be doing a good job at it.
Hopefully this works. It keeps popping up though.
Yeah, once we're done with this, we're done.
Yeah, that'll be the intake installed. It's a real easy intake. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
That's true.
That's the way I look at it.
Okay, I just finished going around the perimeter with the rubber grommet, so now I'll get a nice good seal when the trunk is closed, and we installed a little filter for the PCV valve right there.
Don't forget about that tiny
yes.
little vacuum hose that goes in right there.
Vacuum line plugs into the back. And there is your ARM Motorsports cold air intake for the Mk7 7.5 GTI.
And any other MQB car. Like
yes.
Audi A3, all that stuff.
As long as it's on the Gen 3 EA888 Gen 3. So it'll fit any MQB platform as long as it has that engine. Yeah, it's an intake. You get sound.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. We could do.
Yeah, these cars, I mean, you could just do a drop-in filter. Like, that's what I had originally, and why I never thought I would get an intake. But if you want that sound, you gotta go with an intake. So, yeah.
You hear a little bit more engine noise, and then especially when you get on the throttle, you get some of that induction in there as well. So if you're looking for a little bit more engine noise, potentially slight improvement in performance when you go to tune your car, then definitely recommend cold air intake. This is a older, I just want to put a disclaimer, this is a older iteration of their cold air intake, so if you are not a fan of the blue filter, if it doesn't work with your car, don't worry, they're shipping with black filters now.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that is going to do it for this install video. I would do a sound test, but honestly on camera it's probably gonna be hard to pick it up. And most of it is in cabin, and since we are jumping right from this install video to downpipe, which will be the next video, no sound clips, but take our word for it.
It's gonna sound good.
It's gonna sound good, and if you want just a little bit more engine noise while you're driving, definitely do an intake. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed watching us install an intake, and hopefully you can take something away from it. Easy install, but yeah, that's about all it is.
That's about it. Okay, and then the final thing I wanted to mention is that we are getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. And we are partnering with ARM Motorsports to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So more information will come on that when we actually hit 1,000 subscribers, but get subscribed now if you want to be a part of that giveaway, because we are going to be hooking one of you guys up with some great ARM Motorsport parts. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.